What's up, you guys? My name is Nikki, and if you guys don't know me, I am a vocal coach, a full-time vocal coach, and I am the voice coach at my father's studio. It is a full-time music studio, and we have singing lessons, songwriting sessions, and all the good things. We're located in Temple City, and if you'd like a session or want to know more about it, we have links down below in the description. As you can tell, my voice is shot. When you have a weather change, it's very, I would say tanking, right, for voice coaches, because we talk and sing for the most part of our job. And I remember last year, this also happened to me, but so selfishly because I was, supporting, and I was just screaming at this event, okay, knowing that I had already worked like 8 hours or so singing and coaching, and then I went to this event and I just screaming my lungs out. And I know better not to do that, but it was one of those things where it was like screaming for support kind of thing, right? And from there, life still has to continue. I still had to work and stuff like that. And so what had happened was I continued working. And so I had completely lost my voice. And this is nothing like that. I mean, I was really talking like this. I thank God I had no nodes, nothing like that, nothing too serious, although I really couldn't speak. And if you look at my other posts on Instagram, you will literally hear that. Now, why am I bringing this up, right? Because if you look through my videos on YouTube, I will talk about how to take care of your voice, how to do this, how to do that, what's the better way. And I've used all those tools, whatever that I've told you guys about, I've used all of them and it works. But something serious like this, when you lose your voice and you lose your voice for months, just to give you an idea, I had lost my voice in June of last year, and I didn't get it back until October of that year. So it was quite a few months, right? And what I'm going to talk to you about is everything that I have learned during that time. And so buckle up, buttercup, okay? Because we're about to get real. So, like I mentioned earlier, I've posted a lot of things on, social media and on YouTube, just giving you tips and tricks, even what foods to eat before a gig, before a performance, an audition, how to prep yourself, and all of that good stuff. I even tell you guys what drinks to drink when you are feeling under the weather and all of that good stuff. But it wasn't until that I actually felt or have gone through physically the most, I think, scariest incident with my voice. I had laryngitis, which is, we take into account lightly, but when it's happening and it's there's no improvement for months, you start thinking about a lot of things. For me, I started thinking about this is my livelihood. I'm not, at the end of the day, I have a business and this is my business, And so for me, it's wow, I don't know how to say it. It's what else am I going to do from here? I mean, I'm sure God has other things that he has planned for me, but it was just a thing where it's wow, how could I have neglected that? And yeah, so I learned from all the videos that I have recorded about self-care and voice care that what is more important is the mindset of knowing that you're going to be okay, and the power of that really, really helps. And here's what I learned. So while I was going through, things like this, right? Of course I lost my voice, but guess what? I still had to teach. I still had to work because that is my livelihood. There was no plan B. I didn't have any other job or whatnot. And so what really helped me is this. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys, but I would still come into work, and I just want to give a shout out to all my students, my clients, because they have been very supportive. And I would tell them up front, listen, I still have the knowledge. I've just been shot. I'm human, and you know, this happens to all of us. And I would still give them A grade teaching, you know, but when I was teaching, I would not sing as much. And I think just by me not demonstrating, what happened was that I feel like I became better with my description, like how I would describe what to do. I've been better with instructions, like I was more eloquent and thorough, I guess. And I learned to really project what I wanted to say without demonstrating it to avoid further damage with my voice. So that was one. So I didn't really try to sing a lot, and I would keep my voice to a certain decibel. So however I'm talking to you guys, this is how I was talking. It was this volume. Second of all, I did nothing. I didn't drink anything special, nothing like that. I was just hydrating. And the only reason why I was drinking warm water was because it was soothing my throat. And so I was drinking warm water with honey. And occasionally, if I didn't have any of those, like lemon, ginger, what have you, of course, those really help. I was just having warm water. I was hydrating myself all the time. And I drink a lot of water to begin with, but warm water and hot water became my best friend. I had that with me. Third, and I think this is the most important part out of all the videos that I've done, and going about voice rest. Voice rest was so important for me. I really prioritized it. I had to shift my schedule just so I can get maybe 2 out of 7 days of a vocal rest. And I live with my family, and you know, they were so supportive. And like, I would tell my mom and my sisters, I'm like, I can't talk. And I would literally, we would be in front of the table, like at the dining table, kitchen table, what have you, and I would text them in front of them because I can't speak, and they'll say stuff back to me. So it's like, I mean, they joke about it. They always say like those are the most, like, you know, greatest times of their lives because I wasn't talking. So I don't know if that's a good thing. And then lastly, I want to place importance to this is rest. Nothing, and I mean nothing, beats rest. What I mean is sleep. I slept on time, and I love to sleep. I don't take naps just because there's not enough time in the day to do so. But I learned to sleep, get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I learned to do that. I was very disciplined. I made no exceptions. I didn't really go out, and I couldn't because, I mean, if I were to go out with my friends or family, like, I would be then trying to speak, and it was just a nightmare because I was straining the whole time. So I didn't go out, didn't have any dinners with any friends or whatnot. I slept at 10. If you do that consistently, it's gonna come back. Your voice is gonna come back if you rest consistently, if you rest and get that 8 hours of sleep, and if you minimize talking, minimize singing. I know there are vocal warm-ups out there. People will tell you hum and all of that, and I did too. But I would say what is more important is you completely stay silent and just let the process take over. Just let it roll, and you're gonna get there. So I couldn't even do this. I couldn't even talk like this. So for me now, what I did, and I mean, yesterday I still had to teach for about 6 hours, and my voice was shot. And I knew, you know, second time around feeling this is better because it's like, okay, I kind of knew what to do. I didn't really talk as much. I didn't sing at all, and I kept drinking hot water. It worked. But I also had started, you know how like you boil ginger in water and honey? What I always tell you guys, I started just eating ginger. I like eat the whole thing, and it just like coats my throat. It burns. Yes, it's very uncomfortable, but it's great and really works for me. So yeah, that's all I could really say, honestly. That, I mean, I could fake this and give you guys like different concoctions of what to drink or what to eat and like vocal exercises, but I can't stress enough how important resting is. And I think resting and just being patient with the process, because it can get very daunting. And yeah, so obviously go see a doctor because I'm not a doctor, so go see a doctor, go see an ENT if it, you know, that it does not improve. But I would say your body is so strong and your vocal cords are very, very strong. They know what to do. And yeah, just rest and all of that. So having said that, that is exactly what I'm gonna do today. All right, well, that's it. Okay, if you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you found this really helpful, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. I have a lot of ideas, but I want to know what you guys like. I sometimes, like, what I think is great is like, you guys might be like, we already know that stuff, dude. Like, so yeah, tell me what you guys like or what you guys want to know, and I will post it, or I'll try my best to explain. All right, till then, keep singing, you guys.